listen, I will say this. There's a lot of changes that are coming that are going to happen. Think about when, I don't know if you're old enough to know this, but I remember when Obama was president and Obama put the rainbow on the White House. That was a huge, huge, huge deal. That was something nobody was doing. Nobody was talking about that. People were still treating gays, transgenders, LGBTQ plus terrible. Like, there's no need to be beating people up for that. You know why they want to beat people up for it? Do you know? Because they are themselves and they don't want to admit it. Or they have feelings. It's just feelings. You didn't act. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Okay, move on. Anyway, I don't know. I guess that's for somebody. But whatever's happening, it's something on that scale. It's something on that scale where it's just going to change. It's going to change. I know in the U.S. it's going to change the nation forever. It's going to make history. Whether it almost feels like it's taboo history though. It's like karma's coming up. There's some type of karma coming up. I know what it is, but I don't know if everybody's going to be ready for that, and it's not appropriate for everybody. Everybody's just not quite there for me to say that. But what I can say is this. It's going to be like, yeah, my guys are telling me, revolutionary. I truly believe that too. It's really going to show us who we really are as a people, and what's really been going on behind closed doors. It's going to be a doozy. It's going to be doozy. Some of it is going to be, you're going to see lots of things. Miracles happening. People going to be winning the lottery out of nowhere. People going to get inheritances, all types of stuff. All just kinds of stuff are just going to, because it's like an explosion. Things that have been hidden are just going to be just popping out. Pop, 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 pop. We've already been in that era where there's a lot of things that have been taking place. If you watch the news or not, I'm not a news person, but it catches me. They find me. But there's something also, there's going to be things coming out about children. Listen, it's going to be about children like ages from Gen Z to millennials to probably even some baby boomers. But I know a lot of people like my age, millennials, Gen Z. We're going to be finding out about a lot about children who ain't with their real families. Them ain't your parents. Don't take that if it doesn't resonate. Sweet tulip, how you doing? Normally I don't get on camera, so clearly it's a retrograde. I used to get on the camera all the time during my last channel, but now I don't need all that. I don't need to be seen. Like, what? Why? Anyway, don't mind me. I'm just getting this together. I'm putting my tea tree. I put some tea tree, lavender, and lime. Baby, in this diffuser, quit that playing. And it keeps all the negative cuckoos away. You know what I'm saying? Today I want to talk to you because I just want to get a short video about the retrograde, what to expect. There is so much happening right now. And I'm about to put some videos back to back to back to back. I'm going to try to keep it short, powerful, to the point, like I usually do for TikTok. Man, I was going to hold off because I am in a rare energy. This energy got me acting your girl a little feisty. And so I don't like to read when I'm like that. I try to make sure I'm calm and, cool and collective. But I feel like I'm good today. I think this is as good as it's going to get right now. And, yeah. So, first things first. We're in a Mercury retrograde shadow. But it's already coming in full effect. And today that I'm doing this, we're in a Capricorn. The Capricorn full moon starts on Monday, depending on when you watch this. I'm doing this on Friday, but the energies It just depends where you live and how powerful that moon is. What the name of that moon is, I don't know, but I know that sucker's powerful. Between that, mixed with Mercury, we're in that shadow, and whatever the heck else might be going on that I'm not aware of. We're also in Pluto retrograde too, which Pluto has very similar traits to Mercury. So be gentle with yourself. Be gentle with yourself, because what's happening is that what I'm feeling energetically is things are trying to balance out. We're going into the new world. Your body is adjusting to the new frequencies. And you, especially if you're a healer, empath, sensitive, anything like that, right? Starseed, you're picking up energies from the collective around you. So that makes it even a little bit harder for you. So not only are you going through your own you're transcending, right? You're changing. You're also feeling other people's energies, and they're out of whack. And those that don't want to grow, because you got a lot of people who don't want to go to the newer, and it's because they're scared, so they don't want to go to that new frequency. Fear, right? What will I lose? What's over there on that other side? So you're picking up a lot of that. Also with this Mercury retrograde, be careful. You're going to be finding yourself, please see the disclaimers below, all right? I don't claim to be a professional as a doctor or legal or finance or anything like that. Use your own intuition. You got one. You got one just like me. All right. Well, if you're human, but either way, if you're here, whatever. So what I'm trying to say is, I've noticed personally, and during my studies, because I've been researching this for quite some time, probably the last, since 2017. I have noticed with Mercury retrograde, I've been studying her and still learning from, it's actually him, but whatever. It's a planet. So I've been studying this planet, and I have noticed that it will cause, be aware of bumps and bruises, bumping yourself into stuff, spills. Don't get mad at yourself. Don't get mad at them kids. It ain't their fault. It's the planets, I'm telling you. The earth is balancing itself out, so people are frustrated. So there's a lot of that going on. Lots of people are leaving the planet at this time. You got some people, lots of emergencies may take place. You may hear a lot of sirens during this time. Communication is not the greatest, so be patient. Try to be the way you want the world to show up. You be that 4 o'clock, okay? And you'll get more of that. I can't guarantee you that everybody's going to do it. No, that's not true. But you can always keep yourself calm, and you can walk away feeling good because you didn't log into that mess, okay? So being aware of that. What else? Again, I can't stress it enough. Be gentle with yourself, okay? Be gentle with your electronics. Universe, let this video come through. Be careful with electronics, okay? Electronics can be sensitive at this time as well. What else? So meaning that sometimes your video might not upload. Your text might not go through. Communication, your boss may be like, you didn't do the spreadsheet. And you're like, yes, I did do the spreadsheet, but it never got sent, right? Or the spreadsheet is in their email, in their spam or something, and they mad at you. So communication again can be a little wacky. What else? I've noticed a lot of women tend to, especially healers, empaths. I notice a lot of women seem to have their cycles around moons, the full moon or the new moon. I've noticed that a lot. So be sensitive to yourself if you're one of those people, and be sensitive to the women around you, because chances are it's like a domino effect. I don't care what they say. They be trying to say, oh, that's not true. We'll just let them believe what they want to believe, okay? Let them be in the dark. If they choose to be there, it's not our job to make them see. It's not. Things that are about to break. Mercury retrograde is good about that too. It'll let you know. It'll show its weak points. For example, I remember when my turn signal, it kept going in and out, and I didn't want to be bothered with fixing it at the time. I was like, I don't want to be bothered with fixing this, right? In and out, in and out. It was an older car. That was back when I had an older car, and turn signal was going out, and I didn't want to fix it, right? And in the Mercury retrograde, it would show its butt. It would mess up. It wouldn't. The high beams would be doing something weird, and I couldn't get the high beams off. And then when the Mercury retrograde is gone, it'll be fine. And I got away with that for several years, 717 on clock, several years until finally it crashed. I've noticed that. Not with just that, other appliances and things as well. Things that are Mercury retrograde. Listen, Mercury retrograde is really, I have to be honest. Mercury retrograde ain't my favorite friend, but it is helpful. So I'm not mad at Mercury, because Mercury's still, so Mercury's in pain too. Mercury wants to move. Mercury don't want to be sitting in one spot. So I try to be merciful of that as well. Some of y'all like, what? Yeah, just go with it. But what was I gonna say? Sometimes I go off on a tangent. But yeah, so Mercury is still, and Mercury will basically let you know that it's time to replace that light bulb, right? Or it's a time to replace that phone, or it's time to replace that whatever. When it has a weak point, that's when it doesn't work. Usually if it's not working during Mercury retrograde, especially electronics, you probably need to work on it. Even with your body, anything, Mercury will let you know, because Mercury is about redo, reinvent, recycle, look at again, review. Mercury will come up, bring things from your past, so it can say to you, hey, especially if it's something that might be giving you problems. Maybe it was something that you really bothered you, in the past. Mercury will be like, okay, it's time to let go of this. Do you want to let go of this, or do you want us to bring it back to the next time, and I'll bring it up on the next Mercury retrograde, or the next 5 years from now, Mercury retrograde. So Mercury is really there to help us to see those things that no longer serve us and get it out of here. Things, if it needs to replacing, get it out of here. Because sometimes, y'all, let's be honest, sometimes things need to be replaced because it'll cause us harm if it's not replaced. Okay? Mercury will bring you back exes, or people that you let go. People tend to think about you more, and they want to like, hey, second chance, or hey, do you want to forgive me? And of course, that's totally up to you. What else have I known about Mercury retrograde? I really have to make it like a little booklet or something, an ebook or something, because I've learned so much. I've studied a lot about Mercury retrograde. I think Mercury retrograde is quite entertaining. Because of so much that I've learned. It really is just a planet to make us, it also helps us to reminisce, right? About things we forgot, people we forgot. Things will start popping up. I notice it myself. I notice things pop up on my feed. I'm like, there was somebody I was watching 2 days ago. I had not seen this chick since 2017. I kid you not. I had seen her. I haven't seen her. Unless she popped up on another retrograde in 2022. But I swear I had not seen this woman since 2017. And I remember why I don't watch her. Not trying to be mean, but I do. I mean, she ain't my cup of tea. But everybody ain't my cup of tea. I'm not everybody's cup of tea either. Some people like, get that thing out my face. Goodbye. Goodbye, Journey. Don't talk to me. So that's what I wanted to share with you today. That I'm going to get out... and again, I will do those videos too, but I was led to do this. I was ready to get in here and pull out these cards and get to getting, okay? I was getting ready to do that, but something was led to like, let me share that with you. What else can I share with you? Cry. There's something about this energy. It's about releasing. And I don't know, and I probably need to apologize to some of you, because I've talked about a reading how I was like, I'm not going to cry, because I'm not going to cry about something that I've prayed for and asked the universe to do. Because I was like, they show up every time. I'm not kidding you. Every single time. And I done cried my eyes out. I mean, oh, Lord. When, Lord, when. This, that, and the other. And every time, I'm not kidding you, every single time. God, whatever you believe in, source, he, she, at the ancestors, show up every freaking time. The universe delivers. So I was like, I'm not doing it no more. But I had to be corrected on that. I had to be corrected on that. They were like, no, it's okay to cry because, and I used to say that all the time. I used to talk about that a lot, about how crying is good. Crying is healthy to release the toxins. Within balance. You know, if you're crying too much, please go see a doctor or a therapist or something like that. Please see the disclaimers below. Not a doctor. But sometimes it's necessary. And maybe they were prepping me. Because at the time when it was like, you need to cry, it's okay. I try to make myself cry. This is me trying to cry. And nothing. So I was like, I know. Because I truly am like, I know y'all gonna show up every single time. I'm like, why should I get myself all messed up? Crying. I know you're gonna show up. But I did notice today, just out of nowhere, but there were little triggers. Flow with them, y'all. Flow with them. If you feel the trigger, you feel like you need to cry, cry. Because what it's doing, 13 on the clock, which is like 44, it's cleansing something from the past that you forgot about, or you were so hard at the time, you didn't, maybe you couldn't cry. Maybe you just like, I need to be strong. You know, I don't know, for whatever reason. But follow through. Let it come through. Cry. Let it release. Today I was like twice and I was just like, okay, I'm gonna cry. So this is me sitting there like, and this is why I'm saying, while I'm crying, I don't know why I'm crying. I don't know. I just don't know, but I'm gonna release it. It's kind of like, I don't know, ladies, if you've ever been pregnant and you just cry out of nowhere, you just like cried at everything. Crying because the tree, I don't know. Crying because the plant's green. Oh, it's green. But all jokes aside, there is something where I really appreciate this energy that's coming through. It is hard because it does feel a little bit like almost like a Groundhog Day. I don't know about y'all, but it seems like the spaces we're in, we don't fit anymore. We just don't fit. We don't fit. We're getting ready to leave out these spaces. That's why. And there's a little bit of resistance in us and those around us who are having a hard time with this, but they're getting plucked off. Like they're showing me like people just falling off like the Tower card. So they're getting plucked off because you need to grow. And so do they. We need to elevate. We need to come out of this, mindset of staying stuck in the past. And, I really feel, they're bringing it to me again. Listen, I will say this. There's a lot of changes that are coming that are going to happen. Think about when, I don't know if you're old enough to know this, but I remember when Obama was president and Obama put the rainbow on the White House. That was a huge, huge, huge deal. That was something nobody was doing. Nobody was talking about that. People were still treating gays, transgenders, LGBTQ plus terrible. Like there's no need to be beating people up for that. You know why they want to beat people up for it? Do you know? Because they are themselves and they don't want to admit it. Or they have feelings. It's just feelings. You didn't act. Why are you mad? Why are you mad? Okay, move on. Anyway, I don't know. I guess that's for somebody. But whatever's happening, it's something on that scale. It's something on that scale where it's just going to change. It's going to change. I know in the U.S. it's going to change the nation forever. It's going to make history. Whether it almost feels like it's taboo history though. It's like karma's coming up. There's some type of karma coming up. I know what it is. But I don't know if everybody's going to be ready for that, and it's not appropriate for everybody. Everybody's just not quite there for me to say that. But what I can say is this. It's going to be like, yeah, my guys are telling me, revolutionary. I truly believe that too. It's really going to show us who we really are as a people, and what's really been going on behind closed doors. It's going to be a doozy. It's going to be doozy. Some of it is going to be, and I talked about it on my other channel. You're going to see lots of things. Miracles happening. People going to be winning a lottery out of nowhere. People going to get inheritances, all types of stuff. All just kinds of stuff are just going to, because it's like an explosion. Things that have been hidden are just going to be just popping out. Pop, 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 pop. We've already been in that era where there's a lot of things that have been taking place. If you watch the news or not. I'm not a news person, but it catches me. They find me. But there's something also, there's going to be things coming out about children. Listen, it's going to be about children like ages from Gen Z to millennials to probably even some baby boomers. Now it's going to be mainly, it ain't going, maybe one, I don't know about baby boomers. I mean, there's always a possibility, but I know a lot of people like my age, millennials, Gen Z. We're going to be finding out about a lot about children who ain't with their real families. Them ain't your parents. Don't take that if it doesn't resonate. But we're going to see a lot about that. There's going to be like things that you jaw drop. You're going to be like, what the? It's going to change our nation. And I feel like I definitely am picking up like a lot of eyes are going to be on the nation that I'm in. A lot of eyes. A lot of nations are not going to want to be us, participate with us. They already kind of tired of us anyway because we got them tariffs going on. But really the tariffs is messing with you, honestly. But anyway, lots going on. Be gracious with yourself. Be patient with yourself. Be patient with those spills. Be patient with those things because you forgot. Be patient with, what else? Family, communications, right? Communication with work, driving. They out there driving crazy, baby. I haven't seen it. How people are driving, just you stay in your Zen state. Don't engage. Don't plug in. Let them do what they do because they too are going through a process that they don't want to process, right? So it's almost like a feeling of, gosh, I didn't mean to go that long. It's almost like a feeling of, for a lack of better words, right? It's almost like a good against evil. And I don't like to talk like that because I don't think we're fighting. Well, it is kind of a fight in a sense. It's a debate. It's maybe I would say for those of us who are on the side of positivity, patience, and peace and harmony, we're not fighting. But those who are on the vibration of a little lower, right? Fear, frustration, I got to have it my way. It's a fight. They're fighting. That energy, and let's not even put a person to it. That energy is fighting against the energy that's like, no, baby, we must climb higher. So just be gentle with yourself. Pray over yourself, okay? Pray over yourself. Pray for your protection as you go through these energies. I didn't even look to see how long the Mercury retrograde is. I didn't check. Maybe I'm not going to check now. You can check and see. I don't think it's too long. If I remember, it's not too long. But Pluto is retrograding all the way through, I believe, October. But that I'm not really too much worried about that one. Nor am I, let me not say worry. I'm not worried about any of it. You just got to know how to prepare and how to walk in it. Don't let them take you off your spots. Okay? You stay still. Still. They want to do like, let them go all around you. Boogie, boogie, boogie. Just let them stand there. You just stand there and be like, ain't logging in. Because you can argue all day. This ain't going to answer you back. You be the same way. Gentle kindness, walk away, whatever you got to do. But it's just that they are stressed. They've got stressors happening, and that's what's happening. Okay? So thank you so much for allowing me to provide you with this message today. I'm glad I was able to help out. I appreciate you. I'm here every Friday, no matter what. You're going to see me probably a little bit more. I'm trying to get through these energies, help y'all get through these energies. Because I don't know about you, but a lot of these readers are not resonating. And nothing against the readers. I'm saying for a lot of us, especially those healers, 2 and a clock, it's not resonating with us because we're just not in that frequency anymore. And we're not participating in stuff, not nonsense. And so it's starting to be redundant, right? It's starting to sound like the same thing over and over and over again. And it's stop telling me all that because I'm done. I'm not participating in any of that. And some of you are just like, yeah, no. Most of you like, no. You may not even be listening to the same readers anymore because you can't. Because they're literally saying the same thing, the same drama, the same, nothing new. Nobody wants to keep hearing nothing new. What's that, please? 303. And like I said, nothing against them. You've outgrown it. You don't want it no more. You're just not interested. All right, so I appreciate you. Remember, small acts of kindness. What does shirt say? Change the world. Small acts of kindness change the world. You be the change. You want to see the change, be the change. I wasn't even planning on saying that, but since I got it on, yeah, why not? All right, peace, health, and harmony. Take care, my love. Mwah. Oh, and I forgot to mention, loved ones tend to visit around the Mercury retrograde as well. There's something about that time of the energy. The veil may be thinner, but there's something about loved ones tend to come around that time as well during retrograde. So you may notice that they are around. So tell them hello and tell them you love them. I forgot to tell you that one. And that's important. That's a good one. Toodaloo!